You can play like you don't know, but I'm the motherfucking truth. Spitting real game and I'm clutching in the booth. We was both on one, now we fucking in the booth. She look me in my eyes, she say, nigga, you the truth. Bad and rude, body. Hey,
what's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. I really don't have too much more stuff to do to this car before I take it to the tuner. So I'm gonna kind of, even though I said no days off, I'm gonna kind of chill out on it. Well, actually, I'm not gonna chill out on it because I gotta put the seat in today. That's what I gotta do. I gotta put one of the seats in today. Well, I gotta put the driver's seat in there today, so that way they'll have something to sit down. I'm pretty sure the nigga don't want to tune it on the bucket, so that's what I gotta do today. Is then get one of them seats from in the house, and put one of the seats in there. So yeah, man. About ready to go to the tuner. Today is Tuesday, so take it to the tuner by the end of the week. So gotta at least prep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm at least prep it, get the seat in there, so that way I won't be doing it. I like to move ahead of time, and I like to move ahead, so that way I ain't doing none of this silly shit after the fact or last minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one of the seats in, and we'll actually be able to see what it actually looks like in here. So, but I still don't think we still decided that brown just don't go. But I'll cut y'all back on once I get it out here and get it in the car. Okay, YouTube, so check me out and tell me what y'all think. Let me come on this side. Tell me what y'all think. I don't think this. Let me see, let's look at that. I don't think that brown wouldn't have went with this, man. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I don't think that brown go. That brown don't really go, man. I mean, it don't look bad. With the gold stitching, it don't really look bad, but I don't know, man. You know, you can't really get a good look, man. Brown don't look too shabby in there. But nah, that ain't the look, man. But I gotta get this in there. Shout out to my nigga Jay Stitch. I'm gonna put his logo up there in the corner so that y'all can see what it look like, cause that's how that nigga's work, man. And nigga do a damn good job. That's all one needle stitch. That's all one needle stitch now. That nigga cold, bruh. That's all one needle stitch now. You see how this ain't double needle. This is not double needle. This is 1 foot right here. And you see how the stitches line up with each other. You see how they line up with each other? And this is single stitch. This ain't double stitch. This is a single foot. He did this line, then he did this line. It wasn't no double needle. So that nigga did his thing on these seats, boy. I hate to have even fucking gave these seats up as good as the nigga stitched them up. And I almost told him to go with the same design, but he said he gonna spice it up a little bit. And look at that. Like, you just look at the detail in it. And then another thing that I'm glad we did decide to switch these seats or to switch the color, because it seemed like everybody got this fucking distressed brown, bruh. Like, you starting to see this shit in every fucking car. Like, man, like it does these cars no justice. But dang, man, you pull up at a car show and you see everybody with distressed brown. And then, don't get me wrong, it's interior. I mean, this motherfucking material, nice as shit. Look at the detailed stitching in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, man, not to brag on a nigga, man, but like this is what people be wanting when they get their interior done. Niggas don't be wanting no crooked ass lines and all that shit. They want their shit looking nice because that's what they pay for. But man, like I said, shout out to J Stitch. Not just because I done had a few people in my day do interior and did a good job. Shout out to man, what was that nigga's name? Oh man, I done had a couple of them. I done had a couple people do stitch work. One of a Kind. They did my Blazer, and they did the 72 Chevelle that I had. So One of a Kind, Aaron and them motherfuckers was pretty good with it. They did my 72 Cutlass, the lime green and yellow one. And then shout out to my stitch lady in North Kansas City. She did the Camaro. Yeah, she did the Camaro, and man, people didn't even think a girl did it. But man, when it comes to this interior, man, this kind of what I mean. On the inside is what makes your car. So, of course you want to go all in. And even if you're doing like something original, I just want something original, elegant. You know what I'm saying? Just and stitching to complement the outside. So I just want something just really nice. And shit. And that's it. So I'm gonna stab this seat down in here, and then man, I might mess around and fuck with some wiring, because I do gotta wire in my Dakota Digital. I got the brain up under the bottom, and I got it pre-wired up, but as far as like my signals, the hazards and stuff like that, I still gotta hook that stuff up. But it's just a matter of looking at the schematics and seeing, like, let me see if my schematics is over here. But it's basically just a matter of looking at the schematics and just following what wires go where. I mean, I don't know what I did with that schematic. I don't know. I'll find it, or I'll just print out another one. But yeah, it's, when it comes to this wiring, if you can read schematics, then you in good shape. If you can't, let somebody else do it. But when it comes to like the wiring and knowing which ones to tap into or splice and solder in, that's a whole different story. So probably in the next video I'll run down some of the schematics and what you need to look for, and you know what I'm saying, how you get the wires that you're supposed to get. As far as like at Dakota Digital, I'm not gonna go too far into detail, but just to give y'all a general idea, I think I got a couple of videos on here displaying like what to look for and everything like that. But man, you gotta start. If you ain't never done it, you gotta start somewhere. So I mean, if you plan on doing your own build yourself because you don't want to be waiting for somebody at a shop, you gotta learn yourself. It's all trial and error. Just one thing that you gotta understand, when you doing shit like this, it can always be, if you fuck up, it can always be straightened up somehow, some way. Say if you did some wiring and you burnt the wire harness up, fuck, they make new wire harnesses. You just gotta, I mean, it's pretty much just trial and error. I'm pretty sure don't nobody want to have to go through that, but sometimes you do. And I mean, what can you do opposed to just having somebody else do it? Just get a new wiring harness, or you know what I'm saying, whatever you fuck up, straighten it up. And if you can't straighten it up, it's always people out there that's willing to straighten it up. So it's just all about how far you want to take it, how far you want to go as far as doing your build yourself, and either saving money, saving time, saving the headache. I mean, you do a number of that in any occasion dealing with an old school. You either saving money, wasting money, you saving time, wasting time. I mean, it just really just varies on what you're knowledgeable in doing and what you're not knowledgeable in doing. So stuff like wiring, or if you ain't familiar with wiring and you don't want to fuck with it, there's people out there that can do it. But if you feel that you can do it, all you need is the schematics. It tells you where every wire is, what every wire does, and it's a pretty much clear-cut layout on your whole car and every wire in it. So I mean, that's how I learned. I learned from looking at schematics, doing my research, YouTube, because YouTube will show you how to read the schematics if you don't know how to read one. So it's just all about how you take in and how you do research, pretty much. So, but I ain't gonna talk y'all's head off. I'm gonna go ahead and stab this seat down and man, get this ready to go. And I think I might run into some wiring and I might not, but let's go. Okay, YouTube, so I got that seat in there.
Look, I'm a baby.
Got that seat in there.
Look at me, I'm a baby.
Just enough for
Look at her leg.
Mike to do his tuning. And shit, we good.
Look at her faces.
I'm gonna put some plastic on it. But so a nigga won't dirty it all up.
But you know me. Look at my face.
Pretty much got it bolted down.
Look at mine.
Enough for him to drop it. Hey, go play. Go play, Adonis. And Apollo.
My eyes are here.
So, man, we ready for the tuner. That's what I needed to get done. We ready for the tuner. Now I'm about to see if I can find these schematics. I got them in the garage somewhere. See if I can find them. And then I'll probably just do some schematic talk and probably some wiring tomorrow. So I'll just catch y'all on the next one. Holla.